the collapsed bridge. This is the case of this bridge to the left hand side. We call it in Rome the broken bridge because nobody could restore it, even its goods, coming directly to the seaport of Ostia at the mouth of the river Tiber. River Tiber was navigable in this time, and from the sea they could come, they could navigate in the center of the city. So do you remember when I was around the Capitoline Hill for a while? But to the left hand side, notice is coming a great building made with arches, travertine arches. It is a Roman theater. It was built in the 1st century before Christ, the theater of Marcellus. And look now, in the 3rd floor, in the 3rd level, in the Middle Ages, they just built a dwelling, an apartment building, upon the original Roman theater. And still nowadays people live there, in that 2,000 years old apartment building. Have to suffer to get there. And now look at this other one that lead you in the Campidoglio Square, up there with the senatorial palace. The staircase was conceived by Michelangelo and is a very comfortable one, not so huge, so like this other one. That leads to the Campidoglio Square, where is the famous horse bronze statue of Emperor Marcus Aurelius. And now we are getting in Venice Square. We are getting to Venice Square, and to your right hand side, this huge, majestic monument is the Fatherland altar. Right in the middle, in the center, the horse statue of King Victor Emmanuel II. You have seen the tomb in the Pantheon yesterday. This is a monument dedicated to his memory, but even in the center below you see 2 soldiers and 2 fireplaces, because this monument is dedicated even to the memory of the unknown soldier, dedicated to all the soldiers, all the Italian soldiers died in all the wars without having a proper burying place. To the left, that remind to a typewriter, to the shape of a typewriter. And now from here we enter the avenue of the imperial fora that are practically now all to the left hand side. The column completely covered by with bas relief is the column of Emperor Trajan, 2nd century AD. Trajan pushed the borders of the empire to its maximum extension, and he built a great forum here with 2 libraries, a Greek and a Latin library with a basilica, and with this look at this semicircular building here, the so-called Trajan Market, practically the first department store of the history, the first Harrod of history. 4 levels of shops, stores, workshops, everything you could find everything in the market of Trajan. To the right hand side, the Roman Forum. Here is the area of the Mamertine prison, where you see the facade, the white facade of the church, a little white facade. This square building to the right hand side is the Curia, the so-called Curia, the ancient Senate house, where great Roman senators like Caesar or like Brutus and Cassius, like Seneca and many others used to meet to decide the destiny, the rule of Rome. And then the square, the open space area that used to be the Roman Forum, and all around this square, this open space area, there were temples, buildings, basilicas, and many other monuments, triumphal arches, triumphal columns, everything here. This was the economical, political, civil, financial center of the world in the ancient times, center of the capital of the world.